It's no secret that getting diamonds in Love and Deepspace can be like pulling teeth. Whether you're just starting or you're a veteran at this game, we've all struggled with it. And there are so many videos out there that promise ways to give you unlimited diamonds by doing certain things. Fair warning, do not do this. For one, it's against Infold's term of service. And second, it is so risky since with these quote unquote ideas, you're putting in your information, potentially and most likely downloading malware that can track your information and sell it to third parties. If you go this route, you risk not only having your account banned, but your identity stolen. It's dangerous and not worth it. You'll need to plan for at least 150 pulls. Technically 140, since with new myths, Infold has been giving at least 10 free ones. Right now they're running an event that gives you a 5-star card for Caleb that equals 2,000 diamonds if you go in and claim the reward each day that the event is running. To my knowledge, they haven't done this a lot, so it seems like Infold has some big things planned, and not just the 4.0 update they just did. So all of the math here will be reaching those 150 pulls. If you're wanting to pull for a multi-banner and wanting more than one guy, then may the gacha gods have mercy on your soul. Geeking out a bit here, but Infold has a section on your percentage of getting a card before you reach 150 pulls, but it's very low. The base probability of a 5-star memory is 1%, and overall probability, including the pity system, is 2.1%. And really, it's even lower considering you can't guarantee the guy you're pulling for. For multi-banners, it's only a 75% chance that it'll be one of the 3 selected memories. I wouldn't rely on that, especially considering there's 5 guys, so the RNG might give you another love interest card instead of the one you want. Now, can you get the card you want in 5 or less pulls? Sure, it's happened. I had it happen in 4 pulls for Xavier's Feverish Dreams, but don't rely on it. Alright, let's get back into what we came here for. We want to look into farming sustainable diamonds, ones that you can get month after month, unlike the ones you can get from achievements that are gone once you've gotten them. I looked it up and couldn't quite figure out how many total diamonds it is that your achievements can give you, mostly because there's so many hidden achievements, and they just added even more with the journal and sleep task. If anyone finds out and does the math, let me know. I think it'd be kind of interesting to know that. I tried adding up all of mine so far, and there's just too many missing. I am working on a master list of all the hidden achievements, so be on the lookout for that. So anyway, for our first sustainable diamond farming, we have our dailies. Do your dailies, y'all. You get 50 diamonds each day that you complete it, which is really simple and easy to do. It takes barely 5 minutes to get this done, especially if you put it on autopilot when pulling for Protocores, Mr. Beanie, and Heartbreaker. If we do this for 30 days in a month, you'll get 1,500 pulls with this alone, or what equals 10 pulls. We're just going to go with 30 days, even though some months are 31. This makes things easier, and it's essentially the same. So next is weeklies. You get 150 diamonds each week for these. There's 52 weeks in a year, so 150 times 52, and then divide that by 12, that gives us 650 diamonds a month. Now this can take a bit longer in time. One thing that I do when doing the weekly task of something like the spending quality time with the guides is I pick a guy and then go do something else while it's running, and then repeat for the other 4. I don't know if anyone actually works out or studies when the guides are. Like, I've folded laundry or done dishes, but haven't actually ever worked out. Though the study music is really relaxing, it's some nice ASMR if you're into that. There's also playing the kitty cards and the claw machine games. For the kitty cards, you can just start a round and then back out. You get half the chocolates, but you only get 200 chocolates if you play all 3 rounds anyway, so it's not too much of a difference if you do choose to back out. If you're doing the claw machine, just let the guys play. Raphael is especially good at this, as he almost always insists on going first. Just a little dramatic fishy. He is kind of growing on me though. After his last myth, my thoughts and opinions on him changed a bit, but that's for another thing. I can't afford to have another main guy. So last, for the very basic, free-to-play player, you can do your check-ins. If you do this every day, you get 190 diamonds, or essentially 1 pull a month. That doesn't sound like a lot, but hey, it all adds up. Altogether, that equals 2,340 diamonds, or a little more than 15 pulls a month. If you were wanting to pull for a myth or a multi, and you wanted to guarantee that you got the card you wanted, it would take you 6.5 months to save for 150 pulls. which can be tough, especially considering that most likely you're gonna want to pull from more than one banner. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Endfold is not nice to free-to-play players, but the game is amazing, so we keep coming back. And it is really nice to have your own copy of the card that you can watch instead of having to go online and watch it somewhere else. I mean, it's doable, but not all of us want that. We want our own, and that's totally understandable. I get it. Now, okay, here's a few things you can do to add to these things. Some are free to play friendly, and some might cost a little. It all depends on what you're comfortable with. First, adding the Aurum Pass, which is $4.99 a month, where you get 3,000 red diamonds and 300 blue diamonds. It equals 35 pulls a month. I mention this first since it's something I personally do, and it adds so much value in my opinion. You also get a lot of stamina, which can be helpful when trying to level up your cards. So if you add this pass to your basics of dailies, weeklies, and check-ins, it would take almost 3 months to save for the 150 pulls, which is better than the 6.5 for sure. Essentially, adding the Aurum Pass cuts the time you have to save in half. Next, we have the Senior Hunter contests, which are technically free to do. I say technically because it can be tough if you're just starting out. You'll need some high-level cards and good protocors to reach the 36 stars. Most players that I've seen and talked to have their cards all at level 80, or at least they're 5 stars and some 4 stars as well, so that gives them the edge that they need. I'm almost at 3 months and can't even hit 5 stars in the contest, though granted, I haven't put a lot of effort into my protocors. Most of my cards are still in the 60s and 70s. It takes time for that, y'all. I will also say that having more than one guy as your main is great for the Senior Hunter contest. Each one has a certain requirement of the color and amount of Stellas that you need. And let's face it, if you main Silas like I do, there's no way you have enough of his purple or red Stellas. He just doesn't have enough cards out there since he's relatively one of the newer guys. For Silas, his primary Stellas are pink and green, Xavier is yellow and green, Zane is blue and red, Raphael is purple and pink, and Caleb is red and purple. You can brute force yourself through it if you're leveled up enough, and like I mentioned earlier, have some really good protocors. If that's the way you're going to do it, though, don't pick protocol cards that have damage to weaken stats. That's only when you can match all the colors as it hits when their shield is off. It'd be better to focus on expedited energy boost protocors and a high attack for those. And with the contest, every 2 weeks you can reach 36 stars, will give you 600 diamonds. And if you do this twice a month, that's 1,200 diamonds, which really helps. So work on leveling up your cards, and you can add this to your sustainable diamond farming. Next, you have the Deep Space trials. If you did the 3 levels for one love interest, you can get 60 to 80 diamonds per day, and that's for one love interest. So at minimum for one guy, you can get 1,680 diamonds a month, and if you did all 5 guys, it would be a max of 4,960 a month. Now, that's also if you do all 3 levels for one of the guys. Just one level for a guy is only 20 diamonds. So this equals 7,300 diamonds if you do this, plus dailies, weeklies, and check-ins. So 2.87 months to save for 150 pulls. It's basically 3 months. If you add the Aurum Pass on top of this, it's 10,300 diamonds, which is about 69 pulls a month. With all of these things, it would take 2.17 months to guarantee the 150 pulls. And we'll just say 2.5 months for that. Now, for the sake of including everything, you can also do the Abyssal Chaos, and there are a lot of packs that you can buy in the store. Technically, those are also sustainable since they kind of repeat, but it costs real life money, and most of us are looking for ways to do this as cheap as possible. Now, obviously, you can get more diamonds by buying the packs. If you're going to buy one, I would recommend either the $1 one or the $25 one, kind of depending on how close you are to reaching the 150 pulls. So, there you have it. Being a free-to-play player or a low-cost player isn't easy in terms of what cards you can get, but that's just gacha games for you. Tears of Themis does it too, as well as Mr. Love Queen's Choice. All we can do is keep going and hope the RNG works in our favor. I'll see y'all in the next video. Until then, keep smiling. Bye!